Today my friend Sharlene has come by to make this delicious cabbage casserole recipe. So all you need is a cream of celery, cream of chicken soup, head of cabbage, some Parmesan cheese, a bag of shredded Colby Jack cheese, and we're going to use a little ground beef as well. Let's give it a try. Sharlene, tell us about it.
Well, today we are going to be making, actually it's my aunt's famous cabbage casserole. Whenever she brought it to a get-together, you had to be first in line to get it, otherwise you didn't get any at all. It's been a favorite in my family for years, so we're going to do that today.
Awesome. So we have the ingredients here, and what are we going to start with?
We're actually going to start by probably preheating our oven.
Okay.
Okay.
Can do that.
And we want it set at 350.
All right, that's easy. Done.
Okay, and then we're gonna start cutting up our cabbage. Depending on how many you're feeding, I would probably start with maybe a large head of cabbage, because you're gonna cut it and you're gonna layer it in your casserole dish, and you know, it's gonna seem like there's a lot of cabbage in there, but as you well know, it's gonna cook down as it cooks. So we're
So this is just a good sized casserole dish, maybe 11 by 17, something like that. That'll work. So Charlene's just going to go ahead and do a little pan release on there.
okay. Now that we got our cabbage cut up, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, how is this going to work? But again, it's going to cook down, so this is fine. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do, we're going to take a half a pound of ground beef. You can use more if you want. I really like the cabbage. The meat's fine. I think that for me, it's the flavor that, you know, the juices that get down in there. So
we're just taking raw ground beef.
Raw ground beef.
And just kind of put
and
it in
you're just
little
gonna
balls.
just put it randomly on the top of your cabbage.
And you wouldn't have to use protein at all if you just
No,
wanted
you could
to have
just
it like a
use-
vegetable casserole.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
But as you said, the flavor is great.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We are going to take some grated Parmesan cheese, and we're going to sprinkle that on the top of this. Okay. And then next, you'll need a can of cream of celery soup and a can of cream of chicken. Okay, and then we're going to put that in the bowl, and we're going to stir that together. And you're not going to, you know, add any water or milk to it. We just want the cream soup out of the can. Okay. All right, and then you're just going to stir that together.
So both of those flavors are really a good combination for this cabbage, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. Okay, and then what we're going to do now is we're just going to pour the mixture on top of the cabbage and the hamburger. Okay, and I'm going to spread the soup mixture on the top here. Okay, and then we're going to cover it with some aluminum foil. Okay, we got it all covered up, and now it's going to go into the oven for an hour.
Okay. Okay, so it's been an hour, Sharlene.
Okay, we're gonna take out our casserole.
Okay, yummy.
Oh, it smells good.
Okay.
And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a knife and we're gonna kind of poke in there to make sure that our cabbage is cooked through.
Okay.
And we might have to go back in the oven.
Okay.
Yeah, because we're
Feeling a little hard
yeah,
yet?
we're still feeling a little hard.
Okay, so maybe we'll go back in for what, another 15, 20 minutes?
Let's
10?
do 20 minutes.
Will we leave the lid off this time?
We could do that.
Okay, so in about another 15 minutes or so. You know, it's really going to vary, isn't it? Depending on the depth of the casserole dish and the weight of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna take our knife and we're gonna, and that cabbage is pretty tender there.
Great.
Okay, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna top our casserole with some shredded Colby Jack cheese. And then of course we'll put that back in the oven long enough for it just to melt, okay? And you can shred your cheese or you can get the bagged cheese. Either one will work, that's fine. I'm just gonna pop it back in the oven just until that cheese melts.
And then we're gonna be so anxious to give it a try.
Because it smells so good in here.
Oh, look at
There's
that.
our finished casserole.
Fantastic. Well, we had to put a little sourdough bread in the oven to go with it. So, Sharlene, you do the honors. This is going to be so good. The smell of this is just delightful. Oh, look at how creamy it is. That is just so great. You know, you just kind of forget what a good comfort food cabbage is. What do you think, Sharlene?
Oh, tastes just like my aunt used to make.
So it just brings back all kinds of memories. It's such a nice dish to make on a cold day. There's lots here. Sure, it refrigerates well and you could reheat it.
Oh yeah.
So enjoy.
If you think it tastes good now, it'll be even better tomorrow.
Ah, good to know. Well, thanks again for doing this recipe, Sharlene.
You are so welcome.